Hi all, and welcome to a Let's Try. My first Let's Try. I thought I would play Braveland, which popped up on Steam and looked interesting. I like sort of tactical RPG type games, and this had some tactical combat in it, so I thought I'd be interested. I have played it a little bit, so this isn't blind, but I wanted to make sure I wasn't making a complete fool of myself during the Let's Try. So, played a bit of it. We'll dive right in. The first thing I will say is that I like the graphical style of this. I think it's pretty cute. Reminds me of Kingdom Rush, if you played that on the iPhone and iPad. And indeed, this game is meant for the iPad and the iPhone as well as PC. And you can tell, it's not quite as complex as a lot of PC-based tactical games, but it's amusing. So I'll play a new game. Play normal. I've been playing normal on the one I've been trying on, and it's very easy, so I'm not too worried about that. Let's not enable the tutorial. This is the story. We grew up in a small, far-off village where everyone lives a quiet and peaceful life. But woe came suddenly. A ferocious gang of bandits attacked your village. Having plundered your barns and killed anyone who resisted, they disappeared in the darkness. I'm actually sort of happy they plundered the barns and not my home. Seems like an odd choice, but okay. But you're not one to surrender to your fate without a fight. Wearing your father's old armor, you decide to go in pursuit of villains. Really, there's very little armor here. It's shoulder pads, basically. And here we are. We're in the main game. This is the map. You basically follow along with the map. The problem... The first thing I realized was that in a lot of ways, this is very linear. You're not going to have a lot of choices. There are a few, but not that many. So... bandits headed east, so we're going to go over here. Just basic click. And look at that! Bandits! They're animals. We barely got away. They hid in their haystacks. And now I'm angry at them. But they're going to join us. So, we grab a bunch of peasants. Yay, 7 peasants. You can see that peasants are armed with a pitchfork. They have no special abilities. 3 to 6 attack, 30 health, no armor. No magic resistance, I think. 3 movement and 4 horn, which I don't actually... Oh, initiative, so how high that it goes in the order. So, there we go. We have some peasants, and now we only have one option to go, so we're going to go up and fight this wolf. By the name of Gertrude. So, giant wolves. We forgot about them, because, you know, it's a forest. There's not wolves. So I have, we see here the young wolf. It's a 1-star. I don't really know what that means, but we have the 7 peasants, and the wolves are coming to get me. And really our options are to move. We can move in this darker color, and we'll be able to do an action afterwards. If we move here, it ends our turn. And this one says that I can move here and attack, because it's in the blue there. So we'll attack this wolf. Got them to half health. They attacked me, and I killed them. So you do get a retaliatory attack. You typically only get 1 retaliatory attack per turn, it feels like. And there you go. So we suffered 1 loss. It actually auto-heals your losses. Will take money away from what you got in your trophies, your money for beating the group. So, very simple first level. Killed 2 wolves. But, now we get to talk to these guys. I'm just sitting here waiting in ambush. So he actually was a runaway. I was only luring the enemies into a trap, so I got a new peasant. So that was exciting. Literally, that's all that's over here. So you can start to see this as much more of an iPad feel to a game. But, here we go. We heard rumors that your village had been robbed by bandits. Could it be true? No, not true. We had in store for the winter. I would say we had stored for the winter, but, you know, they killed anyone who got in their way on the spot. How did they sneak past us? They were well prepared. And the peasant's still a coward. So now the archers are going to help us, and we get 5 archers. And look at this, more people to fight. Empty my pockets. Crook-Eyed Sam! We keep on releasing him from prison, and he keeps on doing bad. This was a shock. Even a whole gang of robbers cannot defeat us. He's a cunning highway robber. And will give us coins. Peon does not shun work, and we still have another wolf. So notice these guys have 1, I have a 5 and an 8, so you will restock, so we'll go here and attack. Do a lot of damage to him, but take some damage. And then the archer goes and... Yep. That was pretty easy. Let's kill this archer. Or this wolf, excuse me. We'll move the archer. Kill the peasant, who just picked up the gold, but doesn't matter because we're going to kill him. So 30 reward, we took no damage. We are gaining experience. There is an experience system in the game. We'll talk about that when we gain a level. And moving on. You discovered a captive. You're Nolan from the West Village. I've heard about your father. He was a good soldier. I have better armor on here. Still not great armor, but better. So we listen to the Elder's Legends. And arrow in the knee. Because you always have to have an arrow in the knee. Come on, guys. Useful tricks. We're getting a new skill. Rage slot inflicts increased damage to the target. It also isn't affected by range, so we'll see that in a second. Easily resell our metal. And I'm a numbskull. Has a firm hand and a magic hammer. I really hate guys with magic hammers. Normally their names are Maxwell. It's just a problem. And for those of you who get that, well done. So the archer has this now new ability called Rage Slap, which I can actually shoot anywhere. Normally you do reduce damage from far range, but the Rage Shot doesn't have that. So we'll do this, and we'll take out half his life. Peasant will come down here, attack this better guy. The archer will move forward, so we're in closer range, and then go after the smith again. See a little less damage there. He can retaliate. He has a ranged ability, which is pretty cool. And we'll try to kill him off. Pretty easy, and now it's actually just an easy fight, because these guys are both tiny. And don't do any damage, it looks like. Move her away. Him away, excuse me. And let's finish that off. Yep. So there we go. Took no losses again. 70 gold. Gaining more experience. And who's this guy? Robbed Village, yes. Their very own eyes. They're trackers. Oh, they're going to show us the way through the forest. So we have trackers, which are agile and skillful forest warriors. Better initiative, more health. Just generally much better than the peasants we have. So, some extra trackers, and we'll go through the woods. Find grandmother's house. Fools! I'll be destroyed. Apparently there's going to be a lot of archers. Became a robber after barely learning how to shoot. So they're not very good at shooting, is what it boils down to. And we'll see that. We'll get there. We'll actually have him guard. I don't know if it does anything. I haven't really explored it much, but I like doing it. And we'll start a rage shot. Not a lot of damage. Miss. And yeah, pretty light damage. That's fine. So we're going to go and start attacking here. What else can we do? We'll move up one. We'll do more damage to this guy. That was a lot. Let's finish off this guy. You can see that the strategy here is not the most complex. It is a pretty easy game to figure out what the best solutions are. You don't need to worry about most of your answers, because really it's just pick a guy, attack them. Pick another guy, attack them. And your numbers are going to wear down. And right now, so far at least, I've only ever played where I've had superior numbers. So I've never really had to do much in terms of strategic choices. And that's really, I think, the big thing here is that you just don't have to. It is not a complex enough game for that to really matter. Which is sad. I like the concept. I think it's cute. Again, if I was playing this on my iPad, I might be more sympathetic to it, actually. And we've leveled up. So, you'll see here, once we've leveled, we get to choose. Get some more leadership so we can get more warriors. We don't actually know if there's a relation, if it's a direct relation or what. But we can pick attack or endurance. And I've been doing attack, because why not? You can see, actually, if we click on this portrait, we actually have some equipment slots. Our leadership is 220, but again, here we go. Increases the maximum size of your army. I don't know what that means, if that's hit points, if that's unit numbers, etc. And then attack, spirit, endurance, and knowledge. We also pick our squad here. So my squad is 5 of 15 versus 220 leadership, whatever that means. So now I have choices. I can go down or up. Let's talk to these guys first. Tavern is a good place, yes. Good salary and a mug of fruit ale. So we can just hire people. So far what I've noticed is this is how many people are there, and this is where our max can be. So I'm going to max out on archers, because I'm an archer kind of guy. And then we're going to move back and try to take on this one. It's in the chest. Ah, yes, chest. So we're going to get back something from where the bandits went. And these are goblins. Goblins are always a problem. They can accelerate for two turns in the current round. So the bandit will move up. Or tracker. These are trackers. Sorry. He gets to move pretty far, which is impressive. And then we've got a peasant. And our rage-shotting archer, of course. We've almost taken that out already. Remember, we only get one reaction attack, so unfortunately, sometimes you get ganged up on and you can only respawn once. Let's take out this guy. He's gonna attack my archer. Okay, that's fine. Peasant is fine. Archer I would have been annoyed by. There's also these weird jumps. I don't know what those are caused by. I can't consistently do it. Sometimes it's just like when the turn is happening. Yeah, that's what it is. Turn happens and people jump back and forth in their orientation. Which is kind of annoying, but is fine. And once again, we win. So we did lose some guys, but again, we got much more money than we lost. And we can go down here to dig it up ourselves, so we'll dig. And then something valuable. This guy always complains. And it's 100 gold. So we can actually go back and complete our max of peasants. And still have some money left over, which is nice. We'll go after this guy. Commander From. That's the guy who did it. So Commander From is the bad guy. This is cute. I don't know what that is. Experienced robber seeking out a weak victim. He fires. Okay. So once again, we'll move the tracker up and guard. Luckily, we do a ton more damage. This peasant will come up here. Guard. And the archer, because let's just reduce numbers as quickly as possible. Good enough. That was a lot of damage. So we're going to move here. And then let's attack this guy. He's the one I'm most worried about anyway. That was a lot of damage on my tracker. Let's kill him. Let's get the chest, which is 40 gold. And now he's actually probably going to fall, which is okay. I don't know what happens. I've never actually completely lost a guy. So I have to try. Go after another wolf. How dare you? It's a very sad sound when the wolves die. Use the full power. This guy wasn't bad damage. And 2 wolves are dead. And we're basically in cleanup now. Which is part of the problem. I sort of constantly feel like I'm in cleanup. But what can you do? So we won, we lost a bunch of guys, and so we only got 180. But we did level up. Increase resistance to physical attacks, because that's basically all we've seen so far. I can go south or north. Let's go north first. The disheveled shopkeep. Okay. We're not the same thugs. Special elixirs for beard growth. Actually, I have a beard right now, so I feel like I should be getting a little bit of that. We got a sword. We'll buy it for free. Wonderful, thank you. So I can go up here, click on the sword, and I get a sword, which gives me +1 attack. So I actually have +3. Isn't a bad thing. I can go to the north or the south. We're going to actually go to the south first. Damn the trackers. And it's basically your typical bandit camp. Nothing too interesting. Lots of archers that can hit us. That was a ton of damage. Wow. Okay. Guard. Gotta take out that guy immediately. Oh, he's a 5-stack, so he's got extra damage he can do. But that's gonna end soon. You don't seem to get reaction off of ranged, even though you might be ranged, which is really annoying. Ooh. Tons of damage flowing between these guys. But he's almost gone. And then it's the archers that apparently can't hit. Oh, there's a hit. That was a pretty weak showing there. We've got rid of that guy. Go here. And we'll start attacking the archers. And this will be quick, I suspect. Let's move there. Whiffs. Yeah, I mean, as I said, I think it's cute. I think it's not a bad game, but it's sort of it's almost an intro to tactical battles. There's nothing complex immediately about this. I do hope that as you get further in, you get to more complex situations, more interesting units. I know there's magic in here. I've only just begun to touch the magic, so I can't talk too accurately about it. But certainly I would appreciate a little bit more complexity. It does seem like every unit only has one special ability, so we're going to come down here. Our school trains the finest trackers. Yep. The art of throwing knives. No, there's actually nothing more unexpected. If I saw a cutlass coming at me, yeah. So we'll get the cutlass throwing knives. We'll buy an extra guy. We can almost max out, but not quite. So we'll go up to here. We're going to clear out this first level, then the river sort of gives a break. Since the bandits raid, I've been able to sell equipment at triple the price. Okay. Right. So we got another smith dude here. Can the knives work? Nope. The knives work in a very odd range, so it doesn't always hit. So we're going to have him guard. We're going to just have the peasant move up all the way. Really, the only major threat here is the smith. So we'll start doing damage immediately. One miss. One hit. So this guy's going to try to take on the smith. And we'll start you on the peasants. And that was a lot of damage. Move up one, so get a little bit closer, and continue with the smith. So yeah, not too bad a battle. Not too worried. One miss. Two misses. We've almost taken out that guy, so we'll start in on the archers. Well, he actually hit. See if we can't take him out. Yep, that's what I thought. And then this is the last one. Again, not too challenging. So we got 168, so that means we can actually go back here. I should have gone up first, I guess. We'll go down here and buy our fifth. What is the question mark? Hunter, but sometimes I sell equipment, which I make myself. No customers. So weird. But we can't afford the bow, which would give better damage for archers, so we're going to buy the hat. And we will put on the straw hat. And we have one last battle in this area. New trophies. So it's a boss dude, Commander From, who's the guy we thought we were watching for. But he has the battle cry, which is pretty impressive. So we'll move our guy up into a choke point. We'll also move the peasant up. Actually hits on the first try, and we're going to pretty much target the leader and try to get rid of him. Everyone else is just an extra target of opportunity. So our truckers will go in, do a lot of damage. And there's the battle cry. But at least we've gotten him down to about half. It does a ton of damage. The problem is not that I'm worried about losing, it's just you lose so many guys, you wind up losing some money, can't do as much as you want. So this guy is dead. That was easy. And now we're cleaning up units that are not really a threat. Even on the counterattacks, we do so much damage they can't really handle it. Which is pretty funny to me. And that's the quickening spell they have, I think. So yeah, I mean, again, it's cute. Real cute. If I had kids and I wanted them to learn how to play a tactical battle game, think about it. Nothing here is too offensive to me. And the battle is basically done. We're real close. They don't do a lot of damage. It's just a matter of wearing them down. Oh, look at that. More attack. Yeah, it's not going to do much for them. He walked away. Could have done that a while ago. And we're done. So we actually took a decent amount of damage there, but we still got 160 money, so... So that's the first boss. Curses! Ericon the Great. Burn my head through... Oh, so a magician. Onward! We're going to talk to this guy. Praise the astral plane. Magic items, okay. Amulet of Fury, I remember y'all were speaking about it. Okay, so we're going to be finding the statues of the kings, and you'll be able to unleash all the powers. Fire arrow is pretty cool. The Amulet of Fury with the power of Fire Arrow, so that's a magic attack. Okay. So I'm actually not going to go much further in this, where we can cross over the bridge into the next world. I don't want to spoil too much. I will say that we do get to use the Fire Arrow, which is an attack here. And additionally, we're about to get some healers as well. So there are some more unit types that are a little bit more magic-based. So that's exciting. It actually gets a little bit more interesting. I've only played a few more battles ahead. Again, this is an iPad game that's also been released for the computer. So while if you're looking for something crazy that you wouldn't really, want in-depth gaming, I wouldn't recommend this. But if you want a good, sort of somewhat mindless time killer, I've been watching basketball tournaments while playing this, I'd recommend it. Hope you enjoyed. If you'd like to see more of these, please let me know. Have a good night.